Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So today I'm doing another double open tag video, and again it is a 2 for Tuesday, which was started by Tom over at Knife Delights, and it's combined with Show Your Rough Rider Knives, which was started by Brian over at Brian's Knives. If you're not subscribed to either of these channels, I suggest you get over there, check them out, and subscribe. Great guys, great channels, great open tags, and I've been combining these. I believe this is week number 9 or part 9 of the double open tags that I've been doing, and I don't know. I'm running low on Rough Riders now, and I'm really not sure exactly which ones I've shown and which ones I haven't. I know a couple of them I've done a 2 for Tuesday on before I started combining the 2 open tags. So I'll have to sit down and figure all that out. But this week I picked these 2 out. This is a Barlow from the Backwoods Bushcrafter series. Pretty sweet. And this is a little amber jig bone canoe, and there's a story behind this one, so we'll do that one second. But yeah, the Backwoods Bushcrafter Barlow, and the motto of this is RR2039. Pretty awesome looking knife. I like this series, and this is the only one I've gotten from the series so far. And this was my first Barlow, so that was pretty cool. First for this knife. And check out the bone. You get that amber saw cut bone right there. That's really sweet looking. And you got copper bolster, and it does have the big old R on there. Double threaded. I don't know if the pins are copper or they're brass. I don't know. You can say whichever you want. Have a little copper shield. Pretty cool shield. Rough Rider always ready. Brass liners. And yeah, very nice fit and finish on this. Transitions from the bone to the bolsters are just flawless. The pins, it depends where they land. The back spring pins here, they stick up a little bit, but the other 2 are pretty nice and flush. That one I can feel. That one sticks up just a little bit. Hardly any gapping. There's very slight gapping in the back. The back is very smooth, no stepping whatsoever. Just fit and finish is really nice. Blade centering on this. Both blades are right down the center. You can't shake a stick at that. Perfect centering. Great action on this. I love the copper, the way it's patinaed. And even the shield has also. The brass liners in the back have also. And the bone fits pretty decent. There might be a tiny little gap right there in the corner. And other than that, the bone fits really nice. Like I said, the back is just nice and smooth. Check out these blades. They're black stonewash blades. Here's the clip point. I like the finish on these blades. Your classic clip point with a swedge up here, match strike pull, back-to-back double R tang stamp. This side, the etching's in white so you can see it. RR2039, China right below it. Up on the side you have your 440 razor sharp steel, and just a nice blade. The edge grind's done nice on this one. And yeah, walk and talk, excellent. Pull, I'd give the pull a good 4.5. Maybe about 4.5. Nice half stop. Seats in there very nicely. open. It snaps open really nice. Yeah, excellent walk and talk. I mean, the snap on the clothes all the way from up there, very nice. I like that blade. Now the next one, and I'll come back to these nail nicks in a second, but you got a little pen blade. I didn't say the size of the clip point. I'll go back to it. Nice little pen blade. It's about 1.75 inches from bolster to tip. You got about less than 1.5, 1.45 cutting edge on it. And again, match strike pole, swedge on top, same tank stamps, nothing on the back. And again, nice half stop, nice walk and talk. This one's a little difficult. This one's got a little stronger pull. Actually, I'd give this a good 5. But I was going to mention the placement of the nail nicks. I don't know if you can see. And the front blade here, the pen blade, the nail nick is really down in there. It's almost, the top of the nail nick is almost flush with the handle. So I kind of have to dig my thumbnail in there to open it. So if you don't have any kind of nails, you're not going to get these blades open. Then the nail nick on the clip point is almost completely behind the front blade. So although this one's easier to get to, it's still, you got to dig in there a little bit. So that's the only thing about this I don't really enjoy. Otherwise, it's excellent. Now back to the clip point. That's about 2.5 from bolster to tip, and you get about less than 2.25, 2.2 something, a little less than 2.25 cutting edge. But man, I gotta go back, check out the rest of this series. It was a series that I really wanted more different, more knives from, and I've never gone back and really looked at them to decide what I wanted. But I like the dark saw cut bone, all the copper, especially after it took on a little patina. And I have not carried this in quite a while. I have a little slip that this thing fits in, so I have no excuse like that. But yeah, pretty cool little Barlow model. Again is RR2039. I can't remember the price on them. Actually, I think it's out of stock right now at Smoky Mountain, but I'm sure you can find it other places. Now, the second knife is full of firsts. It was my first YouTube giveaway win. It was my first canoe. And this was my first Rough Rider. Like I said, it was my first YouTube win, and I won it from Rodney at Nastastic EDC. I'll link his channel in the description. Definitely go check him out. His channel used to be called Garricore EDC, and I actually won this, plus a couple of other knives and some fat wood, and the fixed blade I actually sold. It was a Damascus fixed blade. It was pretty cool, but somebody wanted it, so I sold it. And I still have some of the fat wood. I still have this. And I went back and I looked it up. I won this. He did the drawing video on January 21st, 2020. So almost 4 years ago, I got my first Rough Rider knife. And check it out. Amber jig bone. Model number is RR048. So this has been around for quite a long time. And you can still buy these. I think they're still available. Basically the same thing. If it's not the same model number, 048, they might have changed it. I don't know. But I I fell in love with the canoe pattern. I really like this pattern. I think that is so cool. And I only have 2 or 3 canoes. You know, I need to go back to the beginning and get these knives that I really liked when I started collecting knives and kind of forgot about. But this is pretty cool. Doesn't have the best fit and finish in the world, but it's not bad. Cool amber jig bone covers, which I really like them. I think they look pretty nice. You got nickel silver bolsters, obviously equal-ended canoe type, copper head type bolsters on either end, make it the canoe shape, canoe pattern. Each have a single thread, no R's or anything else on the bolsters. Nickel silver pins, nickel silver shield, which is a back-to-back double R, rough Ryder on the sides, and Ryder is spelt with an I. Brass liners. Now you can see the bone does not fit all that great in the corners. There's a big kind of hole gap right there, a little bit there. This end's not too bad. The top sides are not bad at all. They're pretty good. Blade centering on this. There's a little bit of rub, I think, now with the main blade touching the secondary blade. And yeah, there's a little bit of rubbing. Maybe I just wiped that off. Maybe that wasn't nothing. Mirror polished finish on the blade, so fingerprint magnets. And I tell you, I'm about done with mirror polished blades. They bother me when they get full of fingerprints. I pull them out, and of course you pulling them out, you get fingerprints on them, and they just drive me nuts. But anyways, let's check out the main blade. Nice drop point. Not quite a spear point. It's pretty close to being almost like a spear point. But a nice drop point blade. Match strike nail nick. Now the tang stamps the anvil with wipe off my smudges. Tang stamp. I don't know if you can see that. I wonder. Right there. You can see the tang stamp. It's pretty cool logo. This side, I don't think that's helping any, but you have the model number RR048 China, then up here 440 razor sharp steel, and you can see marks on the blade. It is definitely rubbing that secondary blade. No half stops. Pull, pretty light pull. I'd give that about a 3. And it's still nice and smooth. It's got decent snap open. Decent snap closed. Secondary pen blade. Pull. About the same. It's not super strong. 3, between 3 and 3.5. Again, no half stops. Snaps open pretty good. Like that. Again, match strike nail nick. Same tang stamp. Nothing on the back. Close. Yeah, it snaps closed very nicely. And yeah, what else can I tell you about this? It's one of my favorite knives. It's one that's not going to ever leave my collection. Like I said, many first with this knife. It was my first YouTube giveaway win. It was the first canoe. I wanted to say Barlow. My first canoe and my first Rough Rider. And as you can tell, I have a bunch of Rough Riders now. And was it? It might have been, tell you the truth, it might have been my first traditional knife out of all the ones I had up to this point. I believe this was also my first traditional knife. So I think it's very cool. This is a keeper in my collection. Like I said, fin finish, it's not bad, but it's not perfect by any means. And I didn't mention the steel on either one of these. Oh, I did when I read the back. They're both 440 steel. And this thing, I carried this enough where I ended up having to sharpen it. And it still has a very good edge on it. Now, I have not carried this in quite a while. And I guess that'd do it for this week. The two Rough Ryders I showed for 2 for Tuesday and show you Rough Rider knives. It was a backwoods bushcrafted Barlow and an amber jig bone canoe. Definitely an older model. And check out these guys, what I do with their stickers. Knife Delights and Brian's Knives and Nastastic EDC. I'll put links down in the bottom in the description, all 3 channels. Go check them all out. And yeah, do the usual like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until next video, bye.